So hi everybody. I'm on retreat at the moment in Tuscany, so I decided to offer you up a class, and so you could share some of where I'm at. I'm overlooking the beautiful mountains here in Tuscany, and I hope you can see behind me the house that we're staying in. I think I got the best job in the world, really, you know, being a teacher to all this, and the ladies are up there having lunch and massages and stuff. So I thought I'd share a little bit with you. And what we've been talking about this week is how to be perfect in your imperfection. And one of the goddesses that really represents this is Durga. Now Durga in herself, she's this very strong archetype. She's, she rides a tiger, she's a warrior, she's a strong, strong woman. She's got it all going on. She's got a whole host of weaponry at her fingertips. And, she seems to have it all going on. But the reason that she came about was because there was, it's a long story, but there was a nasty guy, bad guy, Mahisha, okay, who was basically dominating the world. And he was a bit of an issue because he had this boon, he had this promise from the gods that he could not be killed. He could not be killed by any man, any god, or any animal. So it was a bit of a problem because he was a bit of a greedy chap, a bit of a power-hungry chap, and he was beginning to take over the world. He was destroying stuff. The sun was just about to go out. It was pretty damn awful. And all the gods couldn't do anything because he could not be killed by a human being. He could not be killed by them, the gods. And then suddenly, they had an idea. What about the goddesses? Okay. So they went round and they said, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati, come here, come on, can you guys deal with it? And Lakshmi says, well, look, I'm beautiful, I'm the goddess of love and abundance and everything. I don't have it in me to fight. I can attract him in probably, my wily charms, but I can't kill him off. I just don't have that in me. That's not who I am. I can't help. Sorry. And Saraswati, this intelligent goddess, this intellectual goddess, thoughtful goddess, she said, yeah, well, I could probably plan it out, make an Excel spreadsheet and plan out a little plot of how we could go about it, hatch the plan. But again, I don't have the heart of a warrior. I haven't got it in me to do this. Maybe we know Kali, maybe she could help, but she's a bit scary looking. I don't think Kali is going to attract him in. She's scary. She's got the skills, but she's not got this. And in between them, all the goddesses says, well, I've got this, but I'm not enough. On my own, I'm not enough. So they all got together and they suddenly went, ting, light bulb moment. But together, we're awesome. So they, you can imagine them got into a girl huddle around a fire and started doing a yagna and a ceremony. And they started all the good bits about themselves, all the strong bits about themselves. These girls, girl power, got together, and between all of them, their energies, they created Durga. And out she came. She was a warrior. She was attractive. She had it all going on from the combination. They've all worked together to create her, this strong warrior that had it all going on. And that's what we're going to work on today, creating muscular energy and drawing into that inner Durga that's in us all when we realize, that we have friends we can rely on. You're not on this path on your own. So bring your hands mid-thigh. Take a lovely deep breath in. And a long, long breath out. And we spend so much of our lives thinking that we're less than, when actually just lean back a little bit more, trust a little bit more, reach out to your friends, your family, your loved ones a bit more. Ask for help, because together we shine brighter. So lean back. Know that you don't have to have it all going on. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale into your little inner Durga. Exhale it away. And then gently bring your hands to your heart center. We'll start our short class today with just one Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. blink your eyes open, Durgas. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Well done. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down and let's come on to all fours. So you know Durga is this tigress, so spread your hands really wide, create that beautiful foundation. Make sure your knees are slightly behind your hips and keep your toes tucked, that will help stability. And you'll notice I'm practicing on towel. You don't have to have a yoga mat, you don't have to have all the kit, you don't have to be perfect. Use a towel, use the floor, whatever you've got going. Claw the mat with your fingers. And as you inhale, lift your tailbone, sink the heart down, lift your face and smile. You've got this. And as you exhale, tuck your tail, draw the tummy in, and then tuck your chin in. So feel yourself draw the arms to a midline, your knees to a midline, and hug in on yourself. Again, inhale, lift your tail, drop the heart, lift your face, and you're allowed to smile as well when you remember. And then exhale, round it through. Okay, now bring your spine to neutral. Okay, and from here, feel a little tone at your tummy, tuck your toes, claw the mat, Durgas, that tiger claw in your fingers, and then lift your knees just 1 inch, and you'll feel your tummy. So that's the hugging in as well. This is muscular energy. Draw your arms to a midline without actually moving them. Wrap the triceps back and feel your strength. There is a Durga in you, even if you're feeling a bit, not really feeling it today. One more breath. And then bring your knees down to the mat. Fantastic. Let's do that again. And as we come to downward dog next time, I want you to keep the engagement you found in your arms, keep the engagement you find in your tummy as you come to downward facing dog. All right, so again, claw the mat, tuck your toes, lift your knees 1 inch, and then keep that engagement you've got in your tummy. You always want to keep some aspect of her with you and lift your bottom up and back to downward facing dog. So lift your booty as high as you can. Remember to breathe. And then bend one leg and the other a couple of times. Make sure the heels track right behind that second toe. Claw the mat. And again, hug your arms to a midline. Come to some stillness. Draw your legs to a midline. This is one aspect of muscular energy, drawing to a midline. Hold it, enjoy it. Okay, and then come back down to your knees. Another treat for you. So you spread your hands. We really want to feel this in the feet. So tuck your toes and don't let your little toe miss out on the fun here. So make sure the little toe is tucked and then take a seat on your heels. Absolutely delicious. I'm doing this every day with the ladies here, toe tuck, and I've promised them by day 6 they're going to be loving it. They're not so sure day 1. Okay, I'll tell you how they get on. We'll do some more recordings. Reach your arms up overhead, hold your own elbows and lean your head back like your forearms are a cosmic pillow, like you're leaning back into your friendship groups or whoever else you can rely on in your life. Might be a mother or a mother figure, sister or a sister figure, daughter figure, or all the male energies as well. I'm sure there's someone, somewhere. Lean back. Feel the energy in your feet. That's feeling you're feeling now is Durga loving you. One more breath. And then unravel your arms. Come back onto all fours and release those toes. Doesn't that feel good when you've done that? I really like that. Lovely. Then point your toes. So some people might find this more of a strain. And point your toes and you'll get a stretch across the top of your feet. I'll turn round for you. Turn round and bring your arms out to a cactus. And then give those shoulders some loving. Open up around. You can still keep those Durga hands clawed. This is what we want in downward dog, these wide spread hand. So the bigger the foundation you've got, more surface area you can create, the easier it's going to be on your wrists. And if you're not sure what I mean, come to class and I'll show you. All right. Well done. Okay, so let's come up to standing now. You may have seen on some of my previous videos, we're going to step wide, and how wide is you step as wide as when you bring your arms out, your ankles come underneath your wrist creases. Okay, Well done. Okay, so turn your left toes to the side. Oh, this ground's rather uneven. This could be interesting. Okay, and then as you start to bend that left leg, start to track the knee over the second toe. But don't get lazy, don't just flop into the leg. You're still contracting to a midline, like you're dragging the back foot forward and your forward foot back. So this is, again, muscular energy, hugging in, lift your pelvic floor. This is the focal point of this pose. And then feel the energy, draw into your Durga heart. Then reach around, warrior S's or goddesses or gods, whoever's watching. Soften your shoulders, bring a smile to your face as you remember you are supported. Let's work on this. So straighten the leg, push down through the big toe mounds of both feet and hug to this midline again. Exhale, lunge. Push into the back leg as much as you're pushing into the front. Again, straighten the front leg with that same energy. Don't collapse, draw in first and then sink down. Warrior two. Okay, and then straighten the leg. Lovely, turn the toes towards me. Pause, take stock. I can take stock of this place here. Gorgeous. All right, and we'll do the other side. So turn your right toes to the side and then track into that leg. So you don't want to drop the knee, remember, track it over the second toe and then reach it out. And again, if you're not sure of these alignment principles, do come to class. It's much easier to show you in person than on these videos. Okay, and then we'll do that again. So straighten the leg, push through the inner edges of both feet, but contract to a midline, hoover it up, and then lunge again. Are you still breathing, by the way? Soften your shoulders. And we all have an inner Durga. Straighten the leg, bend the leg. Sometimes she gets lost, and we all think we're Lakshmi, and we can't. But she's there somewhere if we dig deep. Warrior two, straighten the leg. Fantastic. Turn the feet parallel. Doesn't it feel great when it's over? Hands to your hips. Again, you're contracting to a midline. So if you bring your hands to your inner thighs, your inner thighs are going to be toned. So draw that lift into your pelvic floor. And you can even lift your toes off the mat. You'll feel your thighs and your kneecaps lift. This is another aspect. You're hugging the muscles to the bone. Loop your shoulders back, lift the sides of your mouth, and then reach the crown of your nose as if you're trying to kiss me on the screen. Okay, and then gently, after all that thigh work, see if you can come down to stretch the back of the hamstrings. And again, you're still contracting your legs to a midline so that you're stretching an engaged muscle. You're not just flopping in. Inhale, come up a little bit and out of it. Feel the contraction again. Keep it. And then exhale, bow down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bow down. Maybe listen to your own breath for a couple of rounds. And then inhale, look up, bend your knees, hands to your hips. Feel your thighs? Durga, that's Durga in your thighs. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, bring your hands down, bend your knees, and step your feet together. Okay, give yourself a little chick. Okay, well done. Okay, now I don't have a block out here, but if you do have a block at home or wherever you are, take hold of that and we're going to use it. So step your feet wide again. All right, but now we're going to try Trikanasana and then come to a balance, which is going to be interesting for me on this uneven ground. Okay, loop the shoulders back, turn the left toes out again, same feet alignment, draw to a midline and then reach up and around. Okay, reach over your left leg, bring that hand, your left hand to your knee or possibly your shin, and some of you will have a block down here. Okay, and over time you might be able to get down to your feet or possibly the mat. And open up Trikanasana. So this now is probably going to feel more of a stretch on the groin, but we don't just let go because it's a stretch. You still contract to a midline, push through the big toe mounds. And then we're going to try the balance. And if you wobble and fall out, it's okay. Hand to your hip, look down, bend that front knee, step forward. This handle, the block, goes forward and to the left. Big space there. Pick up the back leg. Spread your toes. So that your foot now is that Durga tiger claw. And then maybe reach up the top hand. Maybe turn your face or into that lovely Tuscan sun. Lucky me. I really do have a fabulous job. If you'd like to be a teacher, you can come to my teacher training. Well done. Step your way back to Trikanasana. And then come on up. Good. Let's try the other side, shall we? Just give yourself a moment there. Realign. Honestly, I think I've got stones under this mat. It's a real challenge. Loop the shoulders back. Turn your right toes to the side there. Reach the arms up. So before you move, I know you know where you're going, but contract to a midline. Tone the muscles to the bone. That's what we're focusing on here today. And then reach it round. Remember, your right hand has options: knee, shin, block, foot, or behind. All those bus stops. Get off the bus when you need to. Trikanasana, triangle pose to his friends. And open up, lean back. Imagine your bestie is behind you, or a wall. And then bring your left hand to your hip. Bend your right leg. Look. So again, your right hand is going forward and to the right, creating more surface area to... Ooh, goodness me, what on earth is that? I shall put a flip-flop on it. The trials of a yoga teacher. Reach up, stretch up. Again, remember to claw your back leg. Don't let it get lazy. Reach around and breathe in your half moon. For 3, lean back into the universe, into those connections, into other women, other people. 1 more breath. And then step your way back. Trikanasana. Delicious. Lovely. And then come on up. Well done. Short practice. So now we'll do a stretch. So come down, take a seat. Okay, so bend your right leg and pop it over the top. If this is too much on your hips, don't bother to do the cross. So hold it by the shin. Inhale, launch. So hug in on yourself. Flex this foundation foot. So even when you're seated, you're still engaging muscular energy, and it's like you're drawing the energy from the foot up into your hip. So another aspect of muscular energy, from periphery, edges, to the core. Okay, inhale, reach the right arm up, sweep it down behind you. Either just stay here with your left hand, or maybe you're going to take the hook. Oh, delicious in the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, again, sparkly fingers. Lift your face, lean your way back, because you're not in this on your own. And you know, maybe you're doing this class today and feeling a bit lonely, a little bit less than. Just know I've got your back. Come to class, practice with all the lovely yogis at Millwater Barn and Red Hot Yoga. There is a cooler there waiting for you. 1 more breath. Lovely, and then unravel. Well done. Bend your left leg, pop it over the top. Again, use this as, don't rush, you know, center, draw in, and know that you're supported. Flex the right foot. The energy draws from toes to hip, periphery to core. For those of you studying Anusara, reach the left arm up, back, behind you. Option 1 or 2. Lovely. I do love twists. And oh, I get to look at the beautiful house. You should see their bedrooms. I might take you on a tour later if you look at my Facebook Live. Twist it around. Twist in on yourself. Gorgeous. And then unravel. Okay, one more before Shavasana. So scoot your bottom forward. We're going to go for a happy baby. Okay, so bring your hands on the inside of your feet. All right, make sure you clear the decks behind you. And from here, we're going to go happy baby, and then we'll have a few moments in Shavasana. Okay, so take your way back. If you look, I've got my shin 90 degrees. I do hope no one comes out or comes up the drive right now. Okay, and pull on your feet. Push your feet up. So there's that little bit of work going on in your hips where it feels lovely. I sometimes like to rock. I feel like that today. Sometimes I stay still. Now I can feel the back of my mat, my tailbones curling down as well. Just feel that opening into my hips. Okay, we're going to go straight to Shavasana today. But if you would like a meditation or yoga nidra, then I'll be recording that a little bit later. All right, so from here, just gently unpeel, separate your feet, turn your palms up, then press into your elbows a little bit so you can scoot your shoulders or your little angel wings, tuck in more on your back. Release your hands. And don't try too hard here, don't try to soften. That inner space will know how to do it quite naturally, so just relax back into your breath. And as you feel the mat or the ground beneath you, know that the universe has a plan. It's got your back. You're not in this on your own. You're very welcome to stay here a bit longer. Otherwise, start to breathe a bit deeper. Once again, feel your back on the universe. It's going nowhere. And then stretch your way out. Draw your knees in and gently roll to your right. And in your own time, very slowly, don't want to be in too much of a hurry here. Come on up to a seat. Again, take another moment to breathe. And before you go back to your day, lean back into your breath again. And just remind yourself, you're not in this alone. Together, all those goddesses got together and they created something bigger, brighter. So lean back and allow yourself to ask for help, perhaps, from friends. Or maybe when you go out later today, you'll notice a friend that maybe needs some help that isn't quite asking for it. So either way, just know that our collective lights shine brighter. Bring your hands to your heart center. Sealing in one Om. Om.